The South Coast Children's Chorus is welcoming new members for the 2018-2019 season. Registration has begun. The first rehearsal is next Tuesday. And joining us to discuss the chorus is Jacob O'Brien, the chorus manager, and Tien Shu Zhou. In your role here, sir? With
the music director.
Music director, okay. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My first interview with folks that are involved with this chorus, and so let's talk about how long has this chorus been active? How did it start? Why don't we start with you, Tien?
Yes, this chorus has been around for at least 6-7 years in the South Coast area. Started by a dear colleague of mine, Leslie Piper. And I took over 2 years ago. And since I took over, we've been, shifting our direction and toward to broader South Coast community. So we move our rehearsal location from Marion, Mass. To Fairhaven now. And so we rehearse every Tuesday night at Unitarian Church in Fairhaven.
All right.
Yeah.
I mentioned the 2018-2019 season. You have a season of performances. Is that right? Jacob O'Brien, you're a music teacher at Kearney Academy.
Yes.
In New Bedford. These performances, where are they held?
They're held in various places throughout the community. So last year we had our winter performance with the Sipican Choral Society in Marion. We also did a joint collaboration actually with my chorus at Kearney Academy, and we hosted together the world-renowned African Children's Chorus right at Keith Middle School. And we've done various performances such as I don't think it's called First Night anymore.
No, it's called Celebrate New Bedford.
So on New Year's Eve, we sang at the Siemens Bethel in New Bedford and all over the place, really.
Yes, and our spring concert was in St. Gabriel's in Marion.
All
yeah.
Right. So how many performances are there, generally speaking, in a year, in a season?
We have 2 full concerts. One is a collaboration during Christmas season. Another one is a full concert just by ourselves. But throughout the season, we'll have many appearances in the community and 1 or 2 songs. So, for instance, we are going to perform in September 16th with the Historical Society in New Bedford for their celebration for their award-winning event.
All right, Frederick Douglass?
Yes,
All
exactly.
Right, very good. So, we're going to have Lee Blake on next week to talk about
great.
Some of the things that are happening next Sunday.
She's been a wonderful supporter for us.
Tell us some of the history. Now, both of you have joined fairly recently. Did Miss Piper start this some time back?
Yeah, she started about 6 or 7 years back and had a great success with this group. And I took over 2 years ago, as I mentioned, and I'm starting the 3rd season. But all board members and us lately, this past couple years, we've been focused more on providing this opportunity for urban city, for broader South Coast community children. And yeah,
we're going to get to that. Where do youngsters come from in this chorus? We'll start with Jacob on this one. As Tien has mentioned, there's an effort being made to broaden the outreach of this group to get more people from more communities and from inner cities. I mean, that's part of the goal here as well.
Absolutely.
So tell me about that. What sort of recruitment effort are you making?
Well, with me being a teacher in New Bedford, that was easy access for us to really reach the multitude of students that we have within our district. But we also, over the past, I've been with the group, I'm starting my 2nd year. Just within the 1st year, we've seen students from Fall River, from Acushnet, Fairhaven, Marion. We had a student with us in our summer camp from Carver. We had one even from a part of Rhode Island that would travel to come sing with us. We've really stretched as far across the South Coast as we can.
How old are these youngsters, Tien?
And so far, we've been offering from third grade up. And but for next year, we're starting our first prep choral prep chorus group. So we're going to have a grade 1 through 3 for that group. And from third grade up, and now for this upcoming season, we have as high as ninth graders.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you, when I first came across this group, I saw the fees, and I saw fees like $300 and $200, and I said, "Gee, that's a little bit steep." Now it's not a great deal of money I will get, but for many people, especially in a community like New Bedford, it's a little expensive. But I understand you folks are well aware of all of that, and you really go out of your way to deal with scholarships. Jacob, tell us about scholarships.
So our effort is really to open this group to every possible singer who wants to be involved. Music is something that, and I'm sure Tien will agree with me, nobody should be turned down from participating in. It's a universal language. So we did a real reach out to the New Bedford community last year. We offered to all of the music teachers to send us 2 students from every school with their recommendation to be on a full scholarship. And then any student, no matter where they're from, if they need financial need, they come and they ask us, and we talk it over with the board, and we're really pushing hard to make sure that we have those funds, because we really don't want to turn anybody down. We want everybody involved.
It's a universal language, music is, that's for sure. Tien, having a scholarship program is really a wonderful thing, but obviously if people can afford to pay, they are charged a fee. How is that money used?
Actually, it's really a big part of it is to cover our expenses for each concert for the whole season. And we provide costumes for all singers. And we have to purchase all the costumes, and we purchase all the music, and we have to have a rehearsal fee and for all musicians. So, but overall, we try to keep it very low budget for this organization, but still we're very lucky so far. We get tremendous support from the community, and our board members working so hard to try to raise money to help to cover all these costs. And so a lot of tuitions actually were used for that.
So there's some donations as well that you folks collect.
Absolutely. We even have parents not only pay for their own child, ask us that question, say, can we support another singer, young singer, to come join this with a full scholarship? Mm-hmm. So our goal has been reaching farther and farther into this South Coast community, especially for children who doesn't have the means to join this organization. And so far it's been very, very successful. Is there
a stipend for staff members or anything, or are you folks doing
no,
reaching out?
Musicians are paid with a stipend, right. Yeah, but all board members are volunteer, and a lot of works are done with the board members' support.
You are listening to Townsquare Sunday. My guests are the chorus manager for the South Coast Children's Chorus, Jacob O'Brien, and also Tien Shu Zhu, who is the
music director.
Music director. I'm sorry. We
Not
have to have a music director. but no, really okay. So the mission of the chorus. What's the ultimate goal here? Tien, why don't you start with that?
Very good. And we all musicians, and we all appreciate the opportunity we have to learn music, and we all understand how magical and how powerful music is to every young individual, every young singers, and so with their growth and with overall health. And so choral singing is one of the most amazing thing. I always tell students, you hear, just bring your true self, and as soon as you open your mouth, you're already in something so much bigger than yourself. And so singing is the most original and the most probably to our heart performance form as art form. So I really think all the kids are going to benefit from this and this creative process. So our ultimate goal is just to provide that high quality singing and ensemble experience to all the kids possible.
It's an introduction to the arts, isn't it, Jacob? Where people can, I often tell my niece, she sings. She's a student at Voc Tech in New Bedford, and she's a wonderful singer. And but I often tell her, there's a lot of kids who think they can sing in New Bedford. A lot of kids.
Yes.
But clearly, the goal here, I would think, is to introduce young people to the arts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the music that we choose is exposure to something that maybe these students might not come across on their own. We sing music in many different languages from many different cultures and many different settings instead of maybe what we just hear on the radio. So often today, I see it with my students in particular, they're so overexposed to one thing that they don't have the time, or they don't put out the effort to necessarily explore those other avenues. And this is a great opportunity for students to do that.
How many? So rehearsals start next week. How involved a process is that? Do you evaluate youngsters when they come in, Tien?
Yes, when there's a new singer comes in, we will have them sing a little bit for us and vocalize a little bit, so we know their range and their tone quality, and to know to find the right placement for them in the chorus. But after that, we'll really quickly jump into our rehearsal. Our rehearsal, the prep chorus rehearsal, going to start at 5:30. And then the older age choir, we're going to start at 6 o'clock, goes to 7:30. For the hour and 30 minutes, our young singers have been producing some amazing work.
So you're shooting for these two concerts that you do, right?
Yeah.
The
one in the
fall?
winter, yeah. One in the winter in collaboration. This year, we're going to collaborate with the UMass Dartmouth Chorus.
Wonderful.
Yes, and then spring concert is another one at around beginning of month of May, and that's our spring concert. And of course, during the season, we'll have many, short appearance at the different, community locations. Yeah.
Jacob, what can we tell folks? Parents who may be listening, or youngsters who may hear about this course, what can you tell them to get them to say, I think I'm going to stop by and come in?
I will say probably my greatest experience with this group is I love the music making, but I sit at every rehearsal and I watch these students interact with each other from all different communities who may not run into each other outside of a setting like this. And to see how they just fit together and they work together. The joke I often make to the parents as they're picking the singers up is I say, wow, it's a shame we have no personality in this group. Of course, sarcastically.
Where can people go to get more information about the chorus and how to get involved?
They can go right to our website. It's www.singsouthcoast.org.
All right. And that first rehearsal is when?
It's next Tuesday, 11th of this month, and starting at 5:30.
Where?
At Unitarian Church in Fairhaven.
And so, folks, stop by, talk with these folks, and I think you'll be surprised at where your youngster could be taken in terms of music, and perhaps they get to appreciate all types of music.
Absolutely.
Down the line. My thanks to Jacob O'Brien, who is a music teacher at Kearney Academy, and he is the chorus manager with the South Coast Children's Chorus, and also Tien Shu Zhou, who is the music director. He is an instructor, a professor of music at UMass Dartmouth, and also at Tabor Academy. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in, and good luck.
Thank you for having us.
All right, that's it for Townsquare Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Also, thanks to Jason Kent, Casey Sylvia for helping us get this program on the air, posted on our website as well. I'm Jim Phillips. Until next Sunday, have a great week and a wonderful Sunday.